Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna. And anytime in the summer when you have a garden party or maybe you just want to brighten up your home with a nice arrangement, flowers can do that for you. Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture, is here today to give us some tips about bringing those flowers in.
Yeah, so we kind of briefly talked about it a little bit yesterday, but you know, flowers really do liven up the party. They help, you know, bring happiness into the room, and just the vibrant colors that they have are just, you know, they will make any sick person feel better and happy, and it really does put out a lot of good things with flowers. And you know, I actually picked this up from a local farmer, florist is what they're called, and her name is Jessica, and she's with Starry Fields Farm right over here in Rockfield. And so what's really interesting is that if you don't have a ton of blooms that are available in your garden or landscape, because sometimes people are limited to just what they have in their general vicinity around them, you can go ahead and have a bouquet, you know, picked up, or you can pick it up from the farmer's market, and it's called like a bouquet subscription service. Oh. So, you know, it's really interesting because the variety of blooms will change throughout the season. So spring blooms are totally different from the summer blooms that we have right now, and then even the summer are going to be different from the fall blooms. So it's kind of like the same thing with your food. It changes throughout the season, and so you can, you know, provide that nice happiness into your home with that bouquet subscription service. And sometimes it just depends, like if they have an influx of different flowers, that money subscription may change, maybe $5 or it could be $10. It just really depends on the flower type that you're growing. But what's really nice about this bouquet, Joanna, is that there's a lot of different blooms to it. And Jessica actually put this together. I can't take credit for it. I do, like sometimes you'll buy just loose stems of flowers and you can put them together yourself. But she's actually gone ahead and done this for us. And so you're getting a nice variety of blooms in here.
And some foliage.
Yeah, foliage. And you know, sometimes for foliage for me is a little tougher because, you know, trees and shrubs are available in our landscape, but sometimes they don't hold up like some of the other foliage type stems do. But she's got some basil in here, so it provides a nice little fragrance to your bouquet. And so that's really nice, and it's something that's a little bit different. But we've got some celosia in here. You can see the little spikes of you know, fuchsia color there with the celosia. And then we've got a really nice cappuccino color of the black-eyed Susans here. And so she's got some different varieties that you don't typically find at the, you know, the markets and things like that, the grocery stores. So that's one thing. If you're buying local flowers from a producer that grows it, you can get different varieties.
And most of our farmers markets have what'd you call them, farmer florists?
Yes,
that sell loose stems or bouquets.
Right, so you have the option, like if I know, and I'm a big lover of sunflowers, so if I know I want, you know, 5 to 10 stems of that, it could be $1 a stem, it could be $2 at the max, but I know I'm going to get just that one, and I can go home and arrange it. But if I don't want or don't have time, or I'm having a party like we just did, then you can have something that's already mixed, and you can just simply just put it into water when you get home.
Or maybe if you're just florally challenged like myself, this would be perfect, because you could just drop it into some water, right? Because that's how we keep this fresh and lasting, because some people say this lasts all the way until the next week of the farmer's market.
It does. So you brought up a good point there. So like whenever you're bringing home some flowers from the farmer's market, you want to make sure that those stems go straight into water. And they even benefit from a little extra cut on the bottom of the stem, so that way that they get a nice transport of water through that stem. And so you want to make sure that your scissors are sharp. You also want to make sure, if you're using hand pruners, that they don't, you know, give any kind of dull cut whatsoever, and always cut it at a diagonal or a 45. And so that just easily transports that water up in there. The other thing to mention with the flower stems is that you don't want to have any sort of foliage in the water. So sometimes like you'll get, like if you buy them with the stems, sometimes you might get a little extra foliage, but then when you cut them into a smaller vase, you may have to take off some of those lower leaves that might be there. So, and that just helps keep that water clean, no bacteria gets in there, and so that just keeps it fresh a lot longer. Sometimes people will add other things to their water. I like lemon lime soda. Now other people might want to add aspirin or other things like that, but lemon lime soda has some little sugar to it, and so it's going to provide some nice flower food for the flowers to keep it fresh longer. But you do want to change out the water every day and also recut your stems every other day, depending on if you have kind of, sometimes blooms will have hairier stems than others. So
all kinds of great information. If you have questions, make sure to contact us. Have a great day.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.